Let me know when we're back.
Yeah, I've not seen... I do not know the teleporter paradox.
So have you ever watched Star Trek? Any of the Star Trek?
I've watched a shitload of The Next Generation.
Okay, perfect. Then you're actually very familiar with the problem. Have you ever actually heard Chief O'Brien describe to someone how the teleporter works?
Oh, how it breaks them down and then reconstitutes their molecules? Yeah, okay.
So what the paradox is that a new you or the same you?
Okay, yeah.
So, which forced us to ask Chris, is it the same you if we grew a new brain, or is it a clone? And like, you know, Chris was like, I genuinely don't know. So
yeah, that's a conundrum.
So, you know, Chris now lives his life as a living teleporter paradox, questioning his own existence.
Oh my god.
And this is why D&D with me is always interesting. Also, I asked if the brain would remember me taking a bite out of it, and I was assured by Cameron that no, it has no way of being able to know that.
Good.
Which I feel prevents a lot of awkward questions later. Fuck!
Yeah, I mean, it really does.
I panicked at the end.
It really does. It really does. You never want to have a I took a bite out of your brain conversation with him.
Oh, man, I didn't get to ask him a question, but I can't wait for the next time the two of them, like, him and himself, are, like, you know, arrayed for the fight, standing next to each other, just so I can ask, oh man, this is a dire situation, Chris is beside himself.
You need to come up with as many puns like that as you can.
I intend to try to preposition Chris to turn his character's theme song into just the two of us.
Oh my god.
Oh god, I also said that I did ask him whether or not he thinks his character would need a therapy session, you know, to pick his brain.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I'm having a lot of... Okay.
Oh, fuck.
So this is not actually the first or only time in this D&D session something terribly amoral or just universally fucked up has happened.
That microphone fucked you, man.
He did. I can't even deny that my situation was not improved by these microphones. I do like the music here. Anyway,
good Muzaks.
So yeah, this D&D session has mostly been instances of my terrible and amoral ideas work, but no one is happy about that. Mostly because the terrible and amoral part.
Yeah.
At one point, we were contracted out to defend the Temple of Melora, who's your generic elven nature god.
Yeah.
Exactly what you'd think. The temple was in the middle of a forest, and the main altar was... Did you ever see Little Plant Shop of Horrors?
No.
Are you at least familiar with it?
Vaguely.
You know the giant plant guy? Seymour?
Yeah.
Or not?
Yep.
Was his name Seymour?
No, because it's...
Audrey 2, yes. That was his name, Audrey 2.
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh no, this works. Uh-oh. Now it doesn't. Fuck!
Aww.
I panicked. Anyway, and long story short, the altar of the temple was a living and very angry plant monster. And we were hired to guard it from Pazuzu.
Pazuzu!
This is actually a genuinely hard boss fight. So I have to hit the blue missiles, because those will return to me.
But the red ones will fuck you there.
Yep. The blue one will too, actually, if I don't hit it. Yeah, so here's the problem. If I hit the red missile from above, when it's very hard not to, it'll just damage me. Luckily, I have these little moments where I can get rings back. Because these running boss fights, if you lose your rings, they're fucking gone.
Oh, yeah.
They're just gone. Anyway. So we had to defend that, and from Pazuzu and his demon army, modified with a couple zombies. Well, the missile's gone. And at one point, I'm like, okay, how much time do we have before Pazuzu arrives? We had a couple days.
Yeah.
So my solution was, well, I'm going to use those days to fortify the shit out of this temple. And what effectively happens is I built the trenches of World War I, complete with punji traps, several miles of trenches, and several handmade trebuchets that were firing incendiary plant life. Because my character was a fighter, I'm proficient with all weapons, which by definition included the trebuchet. So my character proficient with a trebuchet, managed to actually get several, like, direct hits with it. Including at one point when I actually pegged Pazuzu in the face.
Good. Fuck Pazuzu.
Yes. Well, okay, it's fine as long as it does what it needs to. I get rings. Where's my rings? I really need those.
There we go.
Yes. So I hit Pazuzu right in the face. I also hit a you know the White Walkers.
Yep.
That. Like that was one of his generals, and I just hit it directly, and it just melted. Because being that it was like a literal wooden barrel full of incendiary plant life, it did a lot of damage.
Of course, yeah.
And this was an ice demon, so that meant it takes extra damage from fire.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't get rings this time.
Good thing you still got him.
Yeah. So, he takes the direct hit and is just gone. Like one hit KO'd by a direct hit by a incendiary. It's fine as long as that missile doesn't hit me. Okay, good.
Oh, game in the deadline there, bud.
Yeah. So I directly hit the ice demon and kill it. Oh, right. I have to keep. I forgot that the thing doesn't just fall. Do. So I directly hit the ice demon and kill him. And you know, a couple other things. I do a lot of damage. We trick a bunch of monsters into falling into pit traps. In fact, several of the larger, greater demons were stuck in pit traps and died there.
Oh my god.
Because they'd fall in the pit trap, and then I just fire a barrel into it.
Yeah.
Egg TV. But yes. So, I mean, that's not even the worst part of it, though. At one point, Pazuzu actually makes it to the front gate and releases a toxic cloud, which is a spell.
Yeah.
Pretty much, you know, Typhus's, like, destroyer hive?
Basically that.
Basically that.
Yeah.
Except in spell form. Okay. I've never actually seen him do that.
Well, he's dead now, so he can't do it again.
Yep. Yeah, fuck you, TV land. This is cool. Alright. Oh, that's something. Yes, so eventually Pazuzu releases this poison cloud. We're all getting fucked up, and we've managed to do middling at best damage to him. But that's when Pazuzu does as greater demons do and offers us a deal. We just have to fucking walk away right now, and he won't kill us. To which I point out to everyone in the room, that's a fantastic deal.
Yeah.
We should take it. Now, you know, they did ask the logical question of how can we trust a Pazuzu, a demon lord of hell?
Yeah.
Fair question. So I asked Pazuzu straight up, our bard has a spell that compels people to tell the truth. Would you be willing to discuss the terms of... And it actually specified, extraplanar beings, which includes greater demons,
Yeah.
are not exempt from this.
Yeah.
So, I'm like, would you be willing to agree to terms in the sphere of truth? To which Pazuzu was like, okay, as long as this expedites things, yes. And he's like, I'll give you, like, great boons, oh, fuck me, for, you know, leaving. And I'm like, no strings attached? None. Will we be zombie slaves to you? No. Will you ever, like, make us do anything? No, but I do reserve the right to contact you for future jobs. That seems agreeable. We're mercenaries. So, I'm like, I say we should take this deal. There was a problem, though. Chris's character worshipped Melora. But eventually I point out to Chris that no matter what he does, I'm taking the deal.
Yeah.
So his two choices are he can fight Pazuzu and me, or he can just let this happen and take the deal. Because we're dead either way.
Yeah.
To which he eventually has to concede that yes, I am correct. We are pretty much dead otherwise. And we could do a much greater good if we don't die. I fucking love those little tiny TV Eggmans just going yang 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 yang.
Fucking Eggman.
Yeah. I mean, the egotism of this man is just nothing shy of amazing.
Yeah, yeah. He's full of himself is an understatement.
This TV land is full of himself.
He's so
I mean,
full.
it's not hard. He's so large.
That is true.
Portly gentleman.
Portly man.
Where are the blue orbs? Give me blue. This place is some sort of fucky. No. Okay.
What the fuck is this?
This is an abstract kind of hell. You see any yellow orbs?
Nope. It's fucking Salvador Dali made this shit. Oh.
Anyway, yeah. So we take the deal, and what we effectively get is Pazuzu's business card for future contact. As well, Pazuzu promised us a boon. So he gives us magical armor that's pretty much like the symbiote from Spider-Man. Uh-oh. Where it's like it just can be taken on or off at a thought. It gives us resistance to fire and ice, which is super important because the plot of this session, or this overall campaign, is pretty much dragons are fucking up the earth, and at some point we're going to need to kill a fire and ice dragon. So,
yeah, so
pretty good.
Very, very useful.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's good. Threaded the needle on that one,
Oh, buddy.
I wish I could slow down just a little bit.
Full tilt, full time.
Oh god, I'm going faster. It's this. Oh god. Oh. I have no idea where to go. Actually, I think I have an inkling. Help me out here. What's the word?
Ma.
Ah!
Ma. Ma. Do you want blue orbs? Because that's how you get blue orbs.
Oh god. Anyway, to make a long story short, now we have the super armor, which gives us some genuinely nice boons. And apparently now Pazuzu has contacted us again. And this is going to be like next session, because we're not doing this now.
Yeah.
Effectively, he wants us to go and desecrate a temple of the sun god. And in exchange, we will get, among other things, a greater demon slave, a couple other cool shit. And one of the big things is that he will actively allow us to ascend into what is effectively demon princes from 40k.
That's pretty fantastic.
Now, what's funny is my character's motivation is the fact that his race lives to be about 40, and he wants to invent the revolver so he has a legacy before he dies.
Yeah.
Understandably, this solves my problem.
Yeah, kind of makes it immortal.
Yep. Except replace kinda with it does.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me. And that was a tricky one.
Yeah, that was pretty fucking brutal.
In any case, though, so, you know, understandably, quite an interesting set of boons that I wish to... I am 2 rings away from a fucking extra heart. Okay, so this is a fucky boss fight. I have to say, though, the theming of this level, outstanding.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah. He does have other weather things that come up. Like, this one is hard to dodge. I actually don't know how to... Oh! I didn't know that there were these bars here.
Just kind of gotta hold on and pray.
Oh dear, this is a bad one. Tails. You wouldn't... Thank you!
Nice. Half five.
Hard-boiled.
Little bitch egg man.
Alright, so when we beat this world, we'll see you next time, folks.
What the fuck?
This is animal capture.
Alright, this is animal.
Remember, he builds his robots out of little forest creatures?
I forgot. That's pretty fucked up.
Mm-hmm. And penguins.
And little forest creatures and fucking emperor.
No, look what's in there.
Yeah, no,
Tiny mice and penguins.
Yeah, fucking tiny mice and penguins, man.
Okay, we're going to Flying Battery.